Hi, welcome. This is Talk the Truth Corner, where we speak about anyone or anything. Stick around, you're gonna love it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk the Truth Corner. Alright, let's have a seat, right? I don't want to create the cardboard or whatever I don't have. The sit pan, a stool, a sock, everything. Just grab a seat. Let's start. Alright, many people would like to travel. Many people would like to travel. Those who don't want to travel are those who have health issues, are scared of heights, are scared of planes. But otherwise from that, many people would like to travel. Here's a little bit and tip. First of all, grab your passport. The driver's license, the ID, unless you're in a certain country and they require ID, the driver's license to drive, which is a real ID in the USA, to drive domestic meaning state to states. The how many states you drive, you fly in the states of the United States, right? Likewise, other countries. But you're traveling international. International meaning like from a Caribbean country, from a European country, other country to other countries. Then you use a passport. To get a passport, you have to apply for a passport at the passport office. Mean you put in all the information, your birth certificate, your name, an ID, something to prove that you're from that country that you're in, that you want to get a passport from, right? You pay the fee, the fee, and then you get your passport. You can travel anywhere. Then you go to the embassy of that country, because you have Canadian embassy, US embassy, Japan embassy, China embassy. You have many different embassies located in your country, right? Or island. All right, you get your visa. They probably have like 3 months, one entry, 1 month, one entry, meaning like 3 months is like, you travel once. All right, let me explain the thing about it. You have like 3 months, 6 months, 10 months, 10 years. They just choose to give you what visa you have. Or the work visa. One, okay, yeah, the H1, H2, B1, B2 visa, right? So you carry that, your passport, to the embassy. The embassy then stamps your visa. If they give you a 6 months, they can have 6 months multiple in it. 3 months multiple in it, meaning you can travel more than once on that visa. If you choose to do one time, fine. You go back and you renew it. 10 months, you can travel anytime in between, in those 10 months, right? If they give you a single 6 months, you only can travel once in the, and the number give you like 3 months visa, you travel one time in it. 6 months, you travel like multiple, always open a multiple, one entry. Multiple or one entry. The one entry is the one time you travel to that country, you come back, you rest, and you go back to the embassy. 3 times, multiple mean you can travel 4, 5, 6, 7 times within that 6 months. But don't overstay your time when you go to the other country, which is, say, for instance, England, Europe. They stamp that passport with the time you should spend in that country. Meaning, like, they give you 6 months, they give you 3 weeks, but do not stay that 6 months or that time longer. Probably if you're 6 months, 5 months. Do 5 months in a country or less. Don't go over that 5 months. And because they say 6 months, you do that 6 months. Them will watch that. All right. And another thing is, there's not only the European countries or the Northern America, Southern America, African countries. You don't have to travel to those countries. You can travel to the islands. And why I'm saying the islands now is because you get a better chance of getting a visa when you travel to the islands to go get your visa. Say, for instance, you can travel to Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands, which I'm not sure, I didn't research that, if they're taking visas now. You have other countries that you can Google at, other islands, small islands you can go to without a visa needed. You just buy a ticket, travel to that country, you have your money, you pay your hotel, your Airbnb, all undocumented. You make sure say you have all those things set though before you plan to travel. Because when you reach at that country, they're gonna ask you where are you staying, how much money you have in your possession, and do not lie. Because one thing about it, they will know. All right, say for instance, you tuck away some money in your suitcase. You have to wrap that up good, and whatever. And then you tell them, say you have $300. They're gonna break it down, okay? Hotel fee out of that, food out of that, entertainment out of that, $300. They're gonna stamp your passport according to the money where you have to serve. Say for instance, you have $300 can't pay Airbnb, can't pay the hotel, can't buy food, can't go entertainment. They're gonna probably stamp a week. Even though you buy your ticket for a month, they're gonna stamp your passport for a week, right? If you have $600, $700, the more you have, the more they'll extend your time to stay in their country, because you can say, yeah, no, you can afford it. All right. Also, make sure those you're leaving from, if you're leaving from that small island and you're going to a next country, make sure that country have a visa. Okay, you don't go to another country, another island, to another country thinking, okay, they don't require a visa from this country to that country, so I'm gonna leave. No, the country that you want to requires a visa, not where you're coming from. You understand what I'm saying? Not where you're coming from. Say for instance, you go to Mexico to go to USA. Not because you reach Mexico mean you can't travel to Mexico without a visa. No, you have to have a visa because the country you're going to, you're planning to travel to, requires a visa. So it doesn't matter where you're leaving from. If you're not even from your original country to go to another country and then to not go to another country, make sure they require you have the visa ready. Another thing is, do not friend anybody who said them can make you stay in that country. Do not accept it. They are scamming, because the only person who can do that is the government affiliated teams, the authorities, meaning the custom agent, the immigration agents, the government, all those. Do not go on the street and say, okay, I can let you stay here. No. A friend? No. Somebody on the street? No. Only the authorities can. Not even a lawyer can do that. The lawyer have to go through procedures, and you have to have that money to pay the lawyer plus the procedures to get that visa or to stay in that country. Even the Caribbean countries, if you go there and overstay your time, you still have to get authority to remain in that country. They can also deport you. So not saying you can go to a small island and stay there or overstay your time. No, they can also be deported. But many people thinking that you have to go what they want to do because they see the passion, the prom and everything in the European countries, like say for instance England, USA, Africa and all those places. Not because you see them bright and sunny and people having this. No, it's not a bed of roses. It's not a bed of roses. Remember, you have to have your funds. You have to have your money to show that you're going. If you come to a North American country, you go to a European country, whatever, you're gonna have to prove. Also, likewise, I told you, the Caribbean countries that don't require a visa, you're gonna have to prove. If you get a visa, you'd have to prove that you are planning to stay with someone who can accommodate you, not somebody on the street, not somebody living in a hotel, not somebody whatever it is, somebody you have to who can accommodate you, and you have to have your money to present to show that you can afford yourself and not depending on a family. Because what happened, we think, okay, a family of 5, meaning the wife, the husband and a couple children or grandchildren, they're gonna say no, they can't afford for you to stay 6 months or whatever. So you're gonna have to have your financial status up. But as time goes by, I'm gonna come and enlighten you on certain situations to remain in a country or to get your visa and stuff like that. So like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and follow us on Instagram.